Yes. So I'm trying. This is my first stint at this, and I kind of wandered into it from somebody else who brought me up here, and I don't know where she went, but I ended up staying. So I'm like, thank you. You almost ready, Foster?
I'm waiting for you.
Okay.
Here, I'll fit it out.
Okay.
I'll bring you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, it's Taylor Love of Taylor Love Tells All Love's Tragic Comedy. And I've got my girl here, Wanda, aka the Party Planner. Whoop, whoop. Now we're going to talk about some facts so you can kind of see if you're promiscuous or not. But like I said, we know who we are. Well, you know who you are. I'm not talking about me.
Look in the mirror.
Luckily, there's no mirror here today.
Yeah.
Anyway, they said that women who were, and I always say they, and I guess you guys wonder who they are, but they're the statistic people. So anyway, women who were identified as more masculine tended to have more sexual partners. Now when I first read that, I said, look more masculine, or acted more masculine, or had a more masculine mentality. And I kind of think it would be all three. So if you're looking a little butchish, then you may have a lot of partners.
Somebody said, "Come here, let me get you." Okay.
And then if you were tended to identify with men more so, like getting a notch in your belt, you don't really care, you know, you're not looking for a relationship, then yes, your numbers would be high as well.
Right, because you're not thinking, oh, I'm a young lady, I have to watch myself, and my mother said don't do this and that. So
Yeah, I kind of fell into that category, not the promiscuous category, but the category of when I was growing up, not really wanting a relationship because I wanted to travel around the world. I wanted to do my thing. I didn't want to be strapped down because in my mind then, being in a relationship meant getting married, having children, and kind of putting your dreams and things aside. So I was not getting into that. I'm trying to think, the Cosby's was out. I think I was already an adult. But what kind of TV show I would see that I said, that ain't gonna be me sitting home with that baby crying all damn day long, and my husband's at work doing God knows what with the secretary. So back then I had already decided not the relationship, have friends, do my thing, and pursue my dreams. So I'm sure people back in the day may have thought I was promiscuous, even though I was still a virgin until 21 when I first got married. So, how about that?
how about it?
Now, the next fact they have is, for women, if your ring finger is longer than your index finger, then it's related to prenatal testosterone exposure, which means that you would probably be more prone to be promiscuous. Now I measured mine,
Wow.
and they're exactly the same. But then it's hard to measure. Do you measure in here? Do you measure on the outside? But mine came in at 2.5 inches. Your damn
Mine is
ring finger
short.
is short.
Yeah, I'm short, so.
She hasn't even been deflowered yet. My shit is long as
Now I'll be looking at women's hands.
yeah.
That ring finger.
So my goodness, I can't believe how short yours is. So that means her list is short. So anyhow, that is one of the other facts. Another fact is that women get hornier right before they ovulate, so they tend to be more promiscuous during that time. And that kind of makes sense in a scientific kind of way.
Right.
Because I guess our purpose really is to procreate and to partner and to get married and have children. So when we ovulate and we're, at our high peak, then we are looking for a partner to
Reproduce.
yeah. But if we're not married, we just hiding horny and getting
Well,
it.
yeah. Either way.
All right.
Like animals.
Marriage actually goes against our natural urges.
because it's not natural to just have one partner. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. I mean, you can have one partner for a while, that's love and everything like that, but that sometimes goes away. You want a different partner, you know?
Right, but men tend to think that it's natural for them to have multiple partners, but not for women to have multiple partners. Again, the double standard. So,
But in the beginning, it was one man and one woman. So I don't know where it got twisted.
when they had the apple.
I know you want to bring that into it, but if you think about it, it sounds like it gets really weird in a few seconds. If there's only one man, one woman, think about that.
Yes.
Right. Okay, enough thought.
All right, we're gonna move on from that. Okay, the next fact that I have is women's propensity to have multiple partners peaks in her 30s and it peaks in men in their 20s. And that kind of makes sense too. Men, but like I said, men are usually hot and horny, I think, at any stage in their life. But
I think it decreases about mid-40s.
for the men,
Yeah.
I think they can't do it, but they still want to do it.
Yeah, they talk dirty.
Yeah, I think physically they still want to get it in, but I mean, yeah, mentally they want to get it in, and physically they want to get it in, but they're not able to once they hit a certain age. So they
It
stop.
doesn't connect.
Yeah, the mind,
Yeah.
the penis won't do what the mind wants it to do. And women in their 30s, I think they've figured out who they are, where they want to be, their stage in life, and they're a little more confident, more free, and more secure with who they want to be. So I can see that too, that they may have more partners if you're single in your 30s and men in your 20s. Now here's some facts about promiscuity around the country. So, the most promiscuous country, or people, let's start with the people first. The most promiscuous people, and country as well, are the Finns. They have the largest number of sexual partners. They believe in some free love in Finland. And next to them are British people. They are pretty promiscuous too. And Wanda lived in England for a while, so did you feel that it was a lot of promiscuity going on there, or?
Yes, it was. I feel England is very open about a lot of things. They're open people, open-minded people. But yes, it was, especially dealing with the Air Force, but that was another episode.
But I always thought, and you know, until recently, just looking at the news and so forth, and with the Queen, I thought they would just be an uptight society.
Prudes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. They would be prudes and frigid. But when she came out, you know, supporting gay rights and marriages and so forth, I was really shocked. So thumbs up to the Brits on that, and free love to the Finns. Now the top 10 promiscuous countries in descending order. Number 10 is the United Kingdom again. Number 9 is Germany. Number 8, the Netherlands. 7, the Czech Republic. And 6, Australia. 5, we rank number 5, the U.S. in the top 10. Number 4 is France. Number 3 is Turkey. 2, Mexico. And number 1 is Canada.
Wow.
So, I don't know. We're number 5. I kind of thought that we would probably be one of the most promiscuous countries, but, you know, we fall like midway. Now, we had another survey by a condom company, Durex. And they have, you heard of Durex? Okay. I know Trojan is kind of the most popular, but Durex, they say that Austrian men have the most sexual partners and New Zealand women have the most sexual partners. So I say the Austrian men and the New Zealand women should get it together.
Oh, wow.
The Austria or Australian?
Austrian men, New Zealand women. Are you looking on the internet to see what they look like?
There's always beautiful people no matter where you go.
You are exactly
and there's
right,
also
Foster.
really hideous ones too.
Yeah, that's true too. And why is it that the hideous ones usually are the poorest people? I mean, in D.C. I mean, around the country, you have some very poor countries, and the people are just absolutely beautiful. But here, you go to the poorest parts of the town, you got the ugliest set of people. But they all seem to be having a lot of sex.
They're getting it on.
Because all the pretty people are taken out of the homelessness. It's true though. If you're pretty, you can really sell yourself in one way or another.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So we have the promiscuity test. Now I'm gonna tell you right up front, this is some math shit, and I'm gonna just give it to you really quick. But if you want to get your results and I'll go too quickly and you didn't get a chance, you can email me at taylorlovetellsall@gmail.com. You can go to my blog, pentopaper2.blogspot.blog to get the equation and then send me your results, and then I can tell you where you place, what country you stand neck and neck with, or maybe you want to move to or get away from based on your promiscuity levels. So we're gonna go through this because this is kind of long, so I'm gonna make it pretty fast. Okay, y'all ready? The number of sexual partners. We'll do this in our head here on the set. The number of sexual partners you have had in the last year multiplied by 5. So mine would be 0 times 5. So number of sexual partners you have had in the last year multiplied by 5. Next, the number of sexual partners you see yourself having in the next 5 years. The number of sexual partners you see yourself having in the next 5 years. So that's 0 for me as well. Okay, so I'm 0 to 0.
I say 1.
Okay. The number of one-night stands you have had multiplied by 5. 0 again.
The last year or the whole?
It says you have had.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
One-night
assuming in
stands.
a lifetime. Since today, since last night.
Okay.
How many have you had since last night? Up to last night. Next, on a scale of 1 to 8, where 1 is never and 8 is every day, how often do you fantasize about someone other than your current or most recent partner multiplied by 4? That's all the time, every day.
Wow.
Then, on a scale of 1, strongly disagree, to 9, strongly agree, how would you agree with the statement, sex without love is okay?
Yes.
Multiply, you got to give me a number, but you don't have to say it, and then you're going to multiply that number by 0.66.
So wait, are we
Wow.
saying sex is okay without love? Like, oh, it's just mediocre, or I'm okay with having sex without love?
It's saying I can have sex and not bring love into the relationship.
No emotion.
It doesn't, right, no emotion. Thank you, Wanda. Okay, next questions. On a scale of 1, strongly disagree, to 9, strongly agree, I can imagine myself being comfortable and enjoying casual sex with different partners.
At the same time or different times?
I guess different times, and again, you're going to multiply that 0.66.
Did I get the 0.6?
It's a math matter. I can do trigonometry, algebra, or any ratio, so I can't help you with that.
Wow.
So on the next question, on a new scale of 1, strongly agree, to 9, strongly disagree, how would you agree with the statement, I would have to be closely attached to someone, both emotionally and psychologically, before I could feel comfortable and fully enjoy having sex with him or her? How
Agree or disagree?
do you strongly agree that you would have to be closely attached in order to enjoy sex? Disagree.
Bomb.
Times 0.66. So when I did my test, I scored with, I think it was Croatia, but I'm not going to tell you what their number is because then you can figure out what the hell my scores are. So,
Oh, that's not fair.
and there are some of the reasons that people are promiscuous. No time for a relationship.
Okay, 1.
Fear of commitment.
2, and a lot of people fear that getting relationship doesn't work, and so you don't want to be bogged down with learning yourself.
And the number one reason people are promiscuous, it's fun.
The thrill, the risk.
The ride.
Yes.
So, I can see that as one of the reasons. Oh, I also have revenge here. Some people do it for revenge to get back at their ex. I'm going to sleep with your friend. I'm going to sleep with your uncle, your brother, your father, your sister, your brother. And I'm going to get it in.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about now some of the repercussions. And we all know what the repercussions are from being promiscuous.
A little baby.
A little STD.
Oh, yes.
And a bad reputation. So we want to
Or lose someone you really cared about.
Oh yeah.
Scared to get in a relationship, the fear of commitment.
And they find out you are just a hot mess and a whore. And you really love them, and hey, you didn't know how to keep your panties on. But before we go, Wanda is going to make some announcement, and she's got her segment called Let's Talk Radio. And she's going to make some announcements for you, and I'm going to just lay back and sip on my vitamin water. So you go ahead.
Okay, today we have Peace on Earth at the National Mall downtown, where they're going to have a global meditation celebration. So that's today. So if you feel like getting connected with yourself and just woosah out on the mall, today's the day for the Peace on Earth global meditation and bond with other people. You never know. You might see somebody you can be promiscuous with.
Hey, it's free love.
Yes, so that's on the mall today from 10:30 to 4. So,
and I hope it doesn't rain. I hope it holds off until, people get down there and get to be one with each other. So let's, hope that they have let's put the spirit out that they have a good day down there.
Yes. And then on September 28th, Saturday, I will be in Puerto Rico attending the Beyonce show. So I will come back with full reports on Puerto Rico for you.
She's going to see Queen B when Queen T is here.
Okay.
But what can I say?
I'm
Wanda.
on my way up the ladder.
Wanda and I have been to Puerto Rico a couple of times together.
Beautiful.
Oh,
beautiful.
we love Puerto Rico. It's always a good time.
Yes.
I'm going to miss her. I'm going to be here alone next
Busy
Saturday.
working.
So have a safe
I
trip.
will. So, and then episode 10, 2 segments. May, December, good girl, bad boy relationships. That should be very interesting.
And like I said, I'll be here alone. I'll be talking about, older women, younger guys, older women, and the good girl, bad girl relationships. And I'm going to do it in 2 parts. So the first part, like I said, will be the May, December. The second part will be the good girl, bad boy relationship. I love a bad
I'll be
boy.
tuning in while I'm away and
Sure.
maybe make a call.
Yeah.
So let's talk next. Friday, October 4th is our meet and greet at Carolina Kitchen, Hyattsville, Maryland. We hope to see you there. We have a great evening planned for that event. A lot of people, conversations about relationships. Hope to get you on the camera with us. So that's October 4th. At 5 o'clock till whenever, meet and greet, Carolina Kitchen, Hyattsville, Maryland.
So when you come, make sure you see Wanda, because we're going to get everybody who wants to be involved to answer a question. I'm going to have flashcards. It's not going to be very difficult. It's going to be like 2 words on there, soft or hard, yes or no, boxes or briefs. And then you can be on Tell a Love Tells All, Love's Tragic Comedy, and we will have release forms, so pay attention just in case you're drunk. But I'd love to have you on this show, and you can also share your show ideas with us as well. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that should be great. So following that, Saturday, October 5th, the cast members and playwriters of the play Cain and Abel will be here with Taylor. So that's going to be a great show. We're looking forward to that, to get all the particulars on this play that was written by this gentleman, and he is a great guy. So we look forward to that. Give us a little bit about the playwright.
The author, the playwright, his name is Akiva McClam, and he and his wife are going to be here. They work together, they produce together, so I'm glad to have a positive Black African American couple on the show, so I'm looking forward to having them here. Go ahead.
Oh, great. So I'm looking forward to that too as well. So Saturday, October 12th, lifestyle coach and founder of Profile U and co-founder of Cosset Executive Service is Pamela Barnes. She will be here, and we're looking forward to that for lifestyle coach. And you never know, at any age, you're looking for someone to guide you. I mean, we think we have it all together, but Taylor will be with Miss Barnes on that day, lifestyle coach. Right?
And I am so looking forward to that, because who knew that I would be here at the age that I am now. So it's never too late to follow your dreams.
Yes.
And she will have some wonderful tips for you. We have a lot of obstacles that keep us from moving to where we need to be, and she will be talking about them on the show. But I'm getting ready to cut Wanda short. I hate to do it because we're running out of time. But follow us on our YouTube channel, Taylor Love Tells All. You don't want to miss an episode. We're out. We're doing things. You can be part of the show. I love you guys. You have a wonderful Saturday. And tune in all the time. I appreciate you, and smooches.
Bye-bye. See you.
Bye.
Do you have music to end on?
Nope.
Okay.
I can't figure out my playlist. No.
Yeah, I like my little segment. Hello, how y'all doing?
Hey, babies. How y'all doing? Oh, young man, I'm sorry.
Excuse me. I just want to know what your show is called.
Taylor Love Tells All, loves tragic comedy. And I'll give you a flyer. What's your name?
Mayula. I'm the new intern.
Did you answer the phone? You answer the phone?
I haven't wait yet.
Oh, okay. And say your name again for me.
Mayula.
Myla. That's pretty.
Thank you.
Yes. I'm Wanda Mayula. I'm her sidekick.
Okay, nice to meet you.
That's Wanda,
I'm her marketing person, and
Yep. And
get
promotion.
everybody, on the show and stuff.
That's what's up.
Keeps
Yeah.
me sane.
You attend Howard?
No, I go to George Mason.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.